Like, why would you ban Slark and Nyx together?
Yeah, that makes sense. They get the Rubik as well.
I think I think Boxy though, like he's probably the person that like most teams look like I don't want to say afraid of, but like they focus on the most out of our team. Just because he is kind of our game winner. Like so much of our like whether or not we win or lose, sometimes like he'll just solo carry a game. Like at the when we did BDG at the major, he had that puck performance where he pretty much just like 1v5. So like sometimes that just happens. And then I think he got to like solo kill Ramses like 3 times in Omni versus Kunkka or something. So for the most part, I think teams try to ban him out, get rid of his playmakers, get rid of his lane dominators.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you feel that works in this patch? Because, like, to me, it kind of seems like the pool of offlaners that can really take over is a little more limited compared to, like, say, carries or, even mid heroes.
I guess I'm just speaking frankly because I hope that the patch after the major changes things. But, I mean, it kind of sucks. Like, it's probably not fun for Boxy where he looks over and, like, every single one of the heroes he likes playing is always banned. But
Yeah.
you have to adjust, right? Like, if we get to TI, you just have to have a bigger hero pool, and you have to be ready for that.
Yeah. And BSJ, you're a big bat guy, right? Like as an offlaner, you think he's one of the best?
The Flame Break nerf hurt him a bit. There were just certain matchups where you could threaten to kill level 2 or 3 with the Flame Break. But now it's almost impossible to shut him down, whether or not he's laning directly or he's just cutting creeps. He's like the one hero that can kill. He can cut creeps and kill them while like running away from the creeps. So you can't really harass him. A hero like Axe, for instance, is going to be sitting on top of the creep wave, and you can kind of just kill him. But Batrider, one of the few that can still make use of that creep cutting reliably. And then he just buys Boots of Travel, and it allows him to farm as well as fight on the map. So he kind of just does everything for you.
Can you explain for the noobs at home why don't Batriders get Blink first anymore? Why is it the Boots of Travel? Like, what's the big thing?
Well, Batrider, because his Firefly gives you % movement speed, it's nice to have overall movement speed items now. You can be much more mobile. You don't need a Blink at 12 minutes to lasso most heroes. And if you go Blink and you miss like one lasso, you kind of just can't farm for the next 10 minutes of the game. So the Boots of Travel allow you to use all of your mana and TP to a lane to farm it, and then you can then TP to fights afterwards. So it kind of lets you do everything you need to do as a back. Because the one problem that hero has is he wants to fight and he wants to farm, but he usually can't do both.
Yeah, and I like how you said, like, Batrider doesn't need a Blink to get on most heroes, and then EG picks up Void Spirit, who you probably do need a Blink against.
That's the type of hero
pickup,
you usually get Batrider. Like, when you're playing Batrider, they usually pick heroes that you have to Blink onto. But then, like, early game, you could just spend your first 1 or 2 lassos on a support. Like, I have no problem lassoing a Chen.
It's a low cooldown.
Yeah, exactly.
We do see the Ember Void again. I do know who's been playing for EG lately. I know Arteezy was playing the safe lane for like the early days it came out, but I don't know. Is Abed playing it middle now? Or it's probably both.
I think they play both.
Point. Yeah.
Looking for that Blade Mail first Void Spirit coming in hot.
Ember Spirit though, people I think is the counter to Void Spirit because Fnatic did it yesterday, and I think I've seen it 2 other times.
So what's the reasoning?
I am assuming the reasoning is just because you always have like high initiation on him, and theoretically like you should be able to like play space, and he shouldn't be able to get on top of you with his Yule's combo. Like you can also just like poke him repeatedly, right?
Yeah.
Like, this guy doesn't like to get rooted.
And most notably, they made it so Void Spirit's Resonant Pulse got nerfed to 70 damage, and Ember Spirit's Flame Guard's 80. So
you can't break the Flame
Yeah,
Guard.
so early game matchup for the mid lane got heavily favored for Ember Spirit after that nerf.
We see some of the Liquid's favorite heroes banned out there. The Huskar we saw yesterday, as well as that Lone Druid. And on the other side, some carries getting banned out there, tour heroes. It's Lion, all right.
So they get more lockdown here for the Ember. I mean, do you guys feel like it's important to pick like a counter to lasso? I think we saw one game this tournament where there's an Oracle and an Abaddon.
It's looking like an Abaddon game almost certainly.
We did Oracle
and it's Ramses,
once.
I really like Abaddon for them here. I think by picking the stun, you allow yourself to pick an offlaner that doesn't have a stun. And
Legion's the other.
Yeah, you could do Legion as well. I personally, against Ember, Rubik, And Bat, I would be a much bigger fan of a Batten.
And it's EG, right? I think it's Ramsey's most played hero since TI as well, actually.
Yeah, if you pick a Baden here versus like picking Legion or something, it kind of sets your strat in stone. You're gonna just go for the 5-man.
Yeah.
And you do have a Chen, so
yeah.
you can push pretty hard.
Because you're gonna have until you get some items on like your Void Spirit, you're gonna have some damage problems. Because you'll have like your Lion will be single target. Your Baden doesn't really pump out anything depending on like what our Tor plays or something. So a lot of your strat is just gonna come down to like taking down towers, sort of how OGC did it yesterday.
Yeah.
You just like run down the lanes. You pick this Lion hero because I think EG doesn't like to all in as hard as a team like OGC.
Yeah.
Like they like to have.
They're fine taking the lead and then farming.
Yeah.
They don't have to all in, yeah.
They really like having. I can tell like the way that Bulble drafts. Like he likes to hit all these check marks. Like we need to have some team fight. We need to have some tower push. We need to have
Wave
some
clear.
catch, wave clear. Like yeah, they just pick really balanced lineups overall.
They could go Legion or Omni, but I think a Batten is just way better here. They have to go one of those three because it's most likely 5-position Bat now.
Oh.
Unless it's Carry Ember mid Bat and they pick 5.
It's probably going to be a Taiga Batrider.
Man, those are going to be the cleanest
yeah, 5
glasses
insane,
I
yeah.
have ever seen. He's been polishing them all draft.
Dude, I need to let him have my glass. I clean my glasses like once a year.
Abed is meticulous.
Yeah, he
my
is.
God.
We had you clean it for the.
Oh yeah,
this.
Oh yeah, and
because the glare off of his
the
glass.
glare, they're like, we can't see anything. At the major, they're like, here's a cleaning thing. I'm like, sweet.
So they do go for Legion.
Yeah, I really don't think EG likes to play this like let's ultra 5-man. Like
No.
ultimately, this team likes to get theirs. They want to farm. They want their cores to carry this game and be like a core-driven game.
That's historically been EG, going back to like a lot of their previous lineups last probably 3 years. Or so,
Yeah, I
at
would say
least.
that is. I mean, it's since they've had Bulba, that's pretty much it. And I mean, they do good, right? All these top threes, they may not get the wins, but it works out. Outplay, outclass your opponent is kind of always been their thing. It feels like
Yeah.
It's a Grand Grant guarantee.
it is.
They need to press the attack target though. They need something that can benefit from
Like sit in
getting
the front lines. And
Yeah, just like once you W them, they really heavily benefit from the 140 attack speed. Something like Faceless Void that can lane against Bow as well as Centaur.
Slark.
Slark's banned first
Oh,
round.
Slark was bad.
Jug would have been fine. I think based on EG, they're going to pick Faceless Void, but I think they could also pick a mid laner that benefits from it and put Void Spirit safe lane.
Would
about-
be a mid laner.
What about Lifestealer?
It's banned.
Banned as well.
Oh, okay.
Arteezy's been playing a lot of Morphling too, right?
Oh, Morphling is a good pick here.
It's a pretty good morph game.
I would like Morphling here.
If you get any sort of lead on morph against like these heroes that can't kill you, like Centaur,
It's
it just sucks.
yeah.
You ban OD, pick Morph. I think you have to ban OD if you're picking Morph because it's so good against everything you have. But maybe that hero is just trash. People have been talking ish about it.
OD?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can he ever truly be trashed with that Aghanims? It feels like as a core who has that much save for yourself, that much damage. I mean, obviously he can be bad, but is he as bad as people are saying?
I think he's still decent against one strategy, and that's Naga Disruptor.
Okay.
But aside from that,
Yeah. All right.
feels a little bit
It's
weak right
crazy.
now.
I mean, that was like I think last major, it was like the one first pick core, and now it's like, see ya.
Yeah, but that was also because Naga Disruptor was
First picked in every game.
like you had to have a counter to that, and if you could counter their core pick with your own core pick, then it felt good in the draft.
They banned Monkey King, so we're whoa! Abed Meepo.
So now Liquid has to do safe lane.
That's why he's cleaning the glasses. He knew
Yeah,
he
he's
was
like,
gonna
I
carry
gotta-
this game. He's like, all right, Arteezy, your void's garbage.
They do safe lane Ember, and then they pick like Magnus or something.
What about just Wyvern 5? Would that be a crazy last pick? Put like mid bat, carry Ember,
I think
Wyvern
you
5?
would lack for damage without items. I think Liquid should probably take Mag or something like that. That can just like hit, and it's not bad with your Ember either.
Let's see. Nice call. Well,
You know your players well.
Wild.
You do know. All right, I just want before we go really quick, just the team that you think has the better draft. Not going to win, but has the better draft.
EG.
EG.
I mean, last picking Abed Meepo, it's like
It's a winner.
It's not like they expected it, you know.
It is, and it's a winner, so we'll have to see. We have less than a 1 minute and 1 second break right now. When we get back, we will be right into the game. EG versus Liquid Game 1. Woo! And welcome back. Here we are right into the game. EG versus Liquid, a last pick Meepo for EG, countered possibly by Liquid's overall last pick in the whole game, a Magnus, and it will be played by Mickey, so it is going to be that kind of hard carry Magnus.
I don't believe in carry mag, but Blitz said they're going to pick it, so they clearly have a idea of what makes it work.
Well, I just think, like, I see Meepo.
What you going to do?
I have an Ember on my team. Like, the other counters are, like, Tiny's not terrible, but I think, like, Tiny Ember, you would lack for, you wouldn't, I don't know. That doesn't sound that amazing.
The je ne sais quoi.
Yeah, and then, what is the other one? Like, Shaker. But then I feel like you lack for like overall damage.
Yeah, and then, that's what you talked about.
Yeah, that's why I think you pretty much are forced into this Magnus pick. Monkey King would have been really good.
It
but
got banned.
It got banned. So that would have been like a OG-esque. You have two different cores that can just like fight 24/7. That I think that's a good way to deal with the Meepo too.
Invade his jungle, don't let him farm.
Like that's how I think old OG would have done it, right? Like you have a hero that can, like you said, you push out the mid lane, then Jerax or whatever your 4 position comes in the jungle, and you pincer, you place a ward, and then you just make it hard for the Meepo to farm.
Did they change just Battle Fury, or did they change the way all cleave works? Like back when they changed cleave.
I think they changed how. Conceptually, it makes sense for them to just change how all cleave works, right?
But that would make sense.
So what was the change?
But that would make sense.
It was like instead of in like a 180, it was a cone or something for cleave. All I know is it made Battle Fury significantly worse on Ember. So
it's like a narrow AoE basically.
Yeah, it just made it so like Slight doesn't always cleave the way you want it to.
Okay.
That's why people don't generally go Battle Fury on Ember anymore. So that's why I was wondering about Ember Mag. I thought it was like strictly worse than it used to be.
I mean, it's not ideal, but you're still giving damage, right?
Yeah, it is. It still is damage, Amp. Yeah.
Still helps you farm faster
Yeah.
too.
It's not like the best thing in the world, but you do need some way to deal with this. Meepo. I think having Magnus in the game though is always nice against Meepo, because at some point like that hero will clump, and you are gonna get RP'd.
And we do have like not different lanes obviously, because it is a Rubik Centaur bottom, but it is the 5 position Rubik bottom on Insania with the Bat Rider up top. Do they? I don't assume they lane together very often, right?
Who, Insania
and Boxy? I guess when they do stuff like this.
We do it one every like 5, 6 games, maybe even less than that.
I mean, that's probably more than most teams, right? I would say a lot of teams just
this
do
is
1-2.
the actual situation where I think it happens the most, because Tommy is our Bat Rider player.
Boy,
that's why I said like, oh, it's gonna be a.
It's gonna be a 4, yeah.
Yeah. And then.
Nice slight.
Yeah, I mean, I think Boxy will have a free lane.
Well, top. That's the one thing. Lion, great with all the disables, great with that ulti, but your early game, it isn't the greatest. Lion level 1's pretty trash.
No. I think the way that you enable Lion is the way that like Secret does it, where you pick a lane dominator that can just push out waves, and then you take the tower fast and you leave your Lion to just like push out waves.
Get the Remnant placed down. Arteezy just pulling some creeps back here. And like you said, Boxy's having a pretty good old time down here. Void Spirit farming as well. We'll see with this Chen. They didn't change lanes.
I love when the lane's pushing into you as a carry. You don't want it to push too hard, and because otherwise you're getting like 5 creeps underneath your own tower and taking a lot of damage. Like really good support players. You just saw Chen there. Fly was hitting the creeps.
Just a little trickle.
Yeah, he's just
one
like,
at a time.
He's like, like really good support players think about lane equilibrium and everything like that. It's really cool to see. It seems so small, but carries really appreciate it.
There you see. Oh man, he is going into it. He only has 1 stack of sticky, but a nice job getting behind him there, Taiga. Both of them a little bit nervous. Oh yeah, Weapons. Can we go see the Meepo set, by the way? I believe this is the new one. First time I've seen it. I love it.
I thought it was Slark for a second when I first saw this. I was so confused.
I thought it was banned.
Why are there 4 Slarks in the game?
Ooh, netted up, but just pops the Flame Guard. And that's the thing, right? Both these middle heroes, they're gonna get their farm, and then they're both just gonna hit the jungle like in between waves, right?
Yeah. This is one of those weird games where all the cores, I think, like all 3 lanes are
They're
going to
gonna
go
get
fine
theirs.
for both teams.
Yeah, they're gonna get, and it's gonna come down to like a 15-20 minute team fight. First Roche probably.
Yeah, like I think everyone's just going to farm. It's really weird.
Everyone picked like very safe laners
Yeah.
rather than lane dominators.
Normally 1 out of like these 6 is going to struggle, but
Well, and then it has a domino effect because you start rotating to
Yeah.
try and like salvage that lane. Or
And we'll get some. I mean, yeah, you just look at the last hit denies right now. The lowest one is 16.
And the highest is 24.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
it's
range is
Very
pretty
even.
low.
really weird.
And then the supports, no one's getting nothing.
I have to imagine EG is probably the team that's happiest about this. They've always been a team that's like, as long as our cores are doing fine, the game is conceptually okay.
You see Abed there throws a net, steals the rune. And yeah, that was the thing I liked most about yesterday, just all the games. Everyone's contesting these
Oh,
runes.
it's gonna kill
Oh
it.
my god, the movement
It's
speed.
gonna kill it.
I don't think it will.
Uh,
He lost vision.
he lost vision. I think
could
he's still
get
okay.
it.
He's still gonna get
It's
it.
not-
Form's
he's
gonna
gonna
get it.
He's
It's gonna be close.
Oh!
Dude, if he hadn't stopped,
It was the regen, yeah. He had the innate
If he
regen on the
hadn't
courier.
stopped.
It would have died. It
oh,
healed
he
like
stopped
6
microing it, and then he lost vision.
It's rough.
That would have been so hard.
Stupid Foreman.
Have you guys ever done the Foreman challenge?
What's
where
that?
Where you last hit with the Foreman?
Oh, no.
What's the damage?
It's
pretty-
19.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, I did it. There was like one night that had a rough night of pubs, and my viewer was like, "You should do the Foreman challenge." I was like, "I'm doing it," and it's one of the dumbest things I've
Well,
ever
what's the
done.
actual challenge, though? Do you last hit for like 10 minutes?
Yeah,
or what, how
I mean,
long?
See how many creeps you can
It
get.
was pretty much just see how many creeps you can get, and the highlight of my time was to deny a catapult underneath a tower. I couldn't believe I did it.
What a hype challenge, man.
Yeah, dude, that was the highlight of my career, Blitz.
Brian
don't
has some
bash me
wild
here.
Friday nights. Let's just say.
Dude, let me tell you,
Woo,
man.
we're staying in. We're doing the Foreman challenge, boys. Let's go.
You don't get to see the Foreman challenge being an actual game, but he almost killed the courier with it.
Didn't. Looks like we do see the Rubik actually has left bottom lane, started heading up top. But Crit finds him in the jungle and sniffs out the gank, and less than 1,000 gold lead 0-0 in his blitz set. Everyone's getting theirs. Oh, we are going to see initiate, and there's going to be a skewer back. Ooh, Crit, he does hit the stun on Mickey, even though he gets the skewer off. And they'll be fine, though.
So hard to get kills in these lanes.
And then right when everyone gets their ultis, it's going to be, I have a feeling it's
Ramsey's
going
gonna
to
get it.
Mickey's
Looking
probably
Mickey's
Mickey's
two more
in trouble
attacks.
here.
Who's getting who here?
Ooh,
Oh,
misses the stun.
Okay, now it's
if
Ramsey's
he
in
doesn't
trouble.
press the attack, he's dead. He does have it, though. And he will
just
make
has
it.
enough mana.
All right, now we're good. Everyone's
All
cool.
right, everyone's just
Crit has 7 napalm stats.
Oh, wait, he might be 2 more.
2 more attacks. He's got stick though.
Yep.
Yo,
pops.
remember when you used to have truces, Grant, in Dota 1?
Oh, yeah.
Last hit truces?
Last hit, yep. Dude, now it's just be
It's like
considered
it's like
game
no
throwing.
rush 20.
Yeah,
and
dude, now it's just
Brood War.
considered like game throwing, but like people in in-house leagues be like middle laners just be like, yo, truth, no denies, and you just last hit. I'm like, that's now that I'm like, that's not even Dota. What the
People were
hell?
getting, somebody was
Yeah.
getting farmed.
Yeah.
That's League, boys.
Yep. it
That's
is.
how I used to do it with the homies. You know, if you had somebody you like, you're just like, yo, come on, don't do me like
Yeah,
this.
we
And
can
then you
both
just
look
chill.
good. Yeah, we can both look good, dog. Arteezy. Still just farming, and you looking at that net worth, looks like Meepo is taking the lead, as to be expected.
As expected.
So when does this chill, calm before the storm farm phase break down into chaotic violence?
I don't know.
Support 6s, I feel. You have
Yeah.
a finger, you have the Rubik. I feel like it's 6s on everyone.
So
It's
probably
getting
around like the
crazy.
10 to 12 minute mark.
Well, Abed gets first blood on Taiga, actually. He's in the jungle.
He's got so many stat items, 3 Wraith Bands and the Band of Velvet
Oh,
Skins with
there's-
Treads.
And Fly gets the kill in the courier, bottom lane. Uh-oh, he's in trouble. Crit's down here, and they get it.
Crit does this a lot in the 4 position. I watch him a lot, and he rotates to his own safe lane. Like 75% of games around this time. He's really good at recognizing the right time as a 4 position to rotate, to alleviate pressure on your carry. It's usually based on when your carry's strong enough to
Go up.
assist you. And, he just hit level 6 on Void Spirit, so it's just the right time for him. But sometimes it's a bit earlier. I've seen it as early as like level 2 or 3 that Crit will do this.
Are there any stacks in the jungle right now for Liquid?
I don't think they've had time.
No, I don't think so.
Looks
think
like
the
they're starting
idea-
He's
to
doing it
now.
right now, yeah.
Yeah, I think the idea was like for the Batrider to go do it.
But is he going to take them himself is the question.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because everyone wants those stacks.
Yeah.
And can farm them pretty much.
Looks like he will be taking them here. Some magic resist creeps.
They don't stack anymore though, so that was a
Yeah.
big buff to Batrider this patch as
And a
well.
big
It
nerf
was
to Chad,
7.23.
Oh, that's a good point.
Batrider used to really struggle in this period of time.
Nice
To
dodge
clear
there.
jungle camps.
Goes back out, so 2 for 1 right now. EG with 1,000 gold lead, and Sanya trying to get his level 6 on this Rubik.
Like the difference between a team like EG, when I see their game plan, is it really makes sense that when you have a hero like Lion, that you have to have a lane to take over, right? You guys are talking about how other teams, teams like Secret, enable Lion as a hero. They know that when they pick this Sabed Meepo, part of the reason why is because they can retreat it to the jungle and Lion can take over the lane.
Oh, they're going to look for a flyer. They dive. They break down the trees. He's trying to juke that ghost, slowing both of them down with the micro here.
Abed's here,
He's
though.
trying to get out. And, yep, this is a guy you do not want to see as an
He's just
Ember.
dead.
Net's here. You cannot make it out. And you get hit by a net, right, as that Ember. You're just dead.
They should have used Stampede, I think, if they were going to make that play. Like, if you
It
wait
took a long
long
time, like, kind of
Yeah.
dancing around the tower.
If you wait that long, of course Abed, who does not want to leave the jungle, eventually he'll say like, okay, this is
I
probably a free
guess
hit.
I'll leave the jungle here.
Like, you're going to protect your heroes at that point.
All right, 3-1 now. Is going to dig up the shovel. What do we get?
TPs, I think, yeah.
When the lanes go like this, though, you're putting pressure on Liquid by essentially saying, like, you have to hit your RPs or you're just going to get steamrolled.
Oh, missed the shockwave there. Izzy, oh, he thought about going for that ulti. And maybe he
Still might do it.
Do we have a last? So we don't. Ramsey's courier goes down. Insania goes down, it looks like middle. And all these disables. We're seeing
The
it now.
Meepo Chen combo now.
Yes.
Here comes the push from EG.
I just thought they had mid-game damage problems on Liquid, and I don't think Magnus fixes that.
It's going to be rough. We'll see bounty runes are spawning.
Centaur's a farmer too, is my problem. Like if I'm playing Centaur offlane, I want to farm for.
Don't you always want to farm on every hero?
Not
being
really,
fit?
not really. Honestly, certain offlaners are chill not to farm, like Clockworks and stuff.
Nice. Didn't
But-
get the damage, though.
Gets the kill, no damage. Oh my goodness, the net actually does end up hitting the Ember. Will they go for this kill? It's going to be a TP in. Can Insania save? Needs to get the lift on the right one. Fade Bolt comes out. Still netted, does get the lift, but he's hexed
stolen stun?
up. Can he make it out? Looks like he does. Ate the remnant. Oh my god.
Oh, boy.
R2 almost with the read there.
That was stressful.
It's really weird that you can't see what direction that Ether Remnant's going to come out.
Nice save, though, by Insania.
Yeah, it was. He lifted the correct one. And now they're moving in. He might be the one in trouble. They are going to throw out the Centaur ulti. Will they make it away? Abed, he's in a lot of trouble. They do lasso the low one. Finger comes out, kills
Nice
Insania, but they should get Abed. They do. A lot of AoE damage from Ramses, but it looks like Fly might be the next one to die. Crit still trying to run away from Quake, but nope, he'll die. And now Liquid, they do got some of that damage. The full team fights. I believe they still have a mag.
Oh! Mickey! No!
Nobody saw it. Nobody saw it.
My
Don't
guy!
worry.
What is you doing? You knew it was going to hit. The insta-self team tip.
Dude, wasn't it Insania yesterday saying, I don't think I would tip my teammate if he messed up? Wasn't that him yesterday?
This is what
right?
happens when the coach isn't there to keep the morale up,
I
you
just
know?
noticed-
It's just a toxic NA program.
My guys.
But it's still a very good fight
Yes,
for Liquid.
yes.
Nonetheless, they get the Meepo. They get, I believe, both supports, and they only lose their one support.
That's
Yeah,
how
it's
you
3
can
for
tell somebody doesn't play mag, though. You know, when they try to do the slide ulti,
Yeah.
it never feels like you're in range. And nice
Why
pickup
is-
by Abed.
Yeah. Why is he in the jungle right there, do you think? Like the Ember? Because it feels like his jungle isn't even that occupied.
I think he's trying to. He probably feels forced to apply pressure,
Like, take farm away from
Yeah.
the Meepo.
but really, you're just putting yourself. Like Meepo, that's the weird part about Meepo games is like it changes conceptually like everything about the Dota game. You know.
Whew, there's the stun.
I think you guys have a good delegation of who's supposed to be defending mid, the Mag and the Rubik together.
Yeah.
Holding off EG. I just think Quakeful has to be a bit more careful because even though I think he does need to be aggressive with his farming patterns. He more so just needs to make sure that he's avoiding the Meepo as much as possible. But that's the problem with Meepo, right? Is he's a hero that can be 3 different places at once.
They do have a good ward for him.
Oh, this is awkward.
Yeah, Ramsey's it's something you can easily do on Legion. You just run at people. Doesn't mean you're necessarily committing.
Oh, guess it nine. Chen does have that full mech now. No boots. Might just die here. Is going to die here.
Probably
Well,
not
he is.
necessary lasso.
He is dead.
I guess
Meanwhile,
they want to make
bottom
sure they killed
lane,
him.
are they going to make a move here on Arteezy?
Gets the hex, but
Oh, Astral Step's a nice one to steal.
net misses.
They'll get
But
out.
no real hard commitment because Abed can just go farm ancients.
So when do you think is the peak for Liquid here, or for EG? Honestly, like which team does feel better going into the late game?
I would imagine that the team with Ember Mag, once they have like BKBs
All
and
that,
stuff.
yeah.
Like,
which late game, right? Like
Yeah.
I think like probably that 25 to like 40 something minute mark. It could be EG, but like 60 plus minutes.
It's gonna be
Almost certainly Liquid.
EG's got 2 Roshes. Is usually how I look at this kind of game.
yeah, if they wanna, their timing is get this mid tower, like bring everybody over, take top tower, and then go take a free road.
They'll have E-Blade by then too, so you gotta be careful.
TP's in, doesn't get his ulti up. He's getting permanent. They get the finger. They do get the dual damage. They get the finger damage.
Oh, that was like right on the cusp.
It was. I thought he was gonna miss it again,
Yeah.
but he gets a little bit of damage there.
They really don't have a good save when someone gets caught. Like Stampede doesn't help you against the net or this Void Spirit Remnant.
Oh, but here we go. They're going to get it. They're just going to throw the ulti. It will be a heal coming out from Fly. Gets the mech up as well. Can he survive? Astral steps out. No, they are able to bring him down with the slight.
EG has to get out now.
They do. There's going to be nets, or are they fully committed here? There's going to be a skewer away on some of them. Meepo's going to try to bring him back. Sleight of fist goes. Net only hits one. Nice triple
what
stun
a
from
stun.
Grim, but it looks like
Wow.
Meepo still getting right click. There's the ulti, and they will be able to bring down Abed and Fly. Ramses, he's going to go down as well, and
Okay.
feels like we just saw that about 2 minutes ago as well.
I'm really. When I said get out, like,
Yeah.
you got to kill. You had to use a lot, though. You committed. You took the tower. For me, EG has conceptually no reason to stay there. It's not like they're going to push the tier 2. No way. The
Yeah.
Centaur's about to be up. You can just go top. You can own the
Nice.
jungle out.
It's
And
a full
instead,
team wipe
yeah, they're going
now.
to get 5-man wiped.
Wow, nice chase down. Perfect shockwave into flame break.
Good punish by Liquid, though.
Insania's
sure.
getting really good spell steals. He's
He
like
is.
he's gotten a line stun like 3 or 4 times,
He is,
hitting
he is.
all the Meepos with it.
Dude, I'd take those odds right now for Team Liquid for sure.
Nope, after the big turnaround here.
I don't. Yeah, that's before the last fight, I think.
Hey, you know, I'd be slamming that button right
BSJ
now.
is such a good better. It's insane.
Yeah.
Dude, I nailed it.
Yeah, well, bottom tower does get taken by Boxy, so he gets richer. Aether Remnant goes out. Don't
That's
think
a
he
lot
gets a
of damage.
solo kill. It is, but Mickey, he's pretty tanky.
If he honestly had a blade mill there, he would have gotten him.
I was just thinking the same thing, but
Nice.
I want to be respectful.
Oh, Grove Bow. It's not that useful in our
Yeah, I
game.
was like looking. I'm like, oh, Rubik. Okay.
Oh.
Oh, oh!
Is
No.
he actually? Oh no.
No, he's dead. He's
The
dead
bait.
Nice try. It was a good try. It's your
You
5
get so many
position.
style points if you pull that off.
Yes.
You know?
People,
Almost as good as
You stopped
Z
from getting the
Freaks
tower
yesterday.
last hit.
Yeah. Twitch chat will go insane.
There's the blink from Mag, so now he doesn't have to do the skewer RP. He can get the big boy one.
All right, so they took the top tower and mid, and look, immediately, go Roche.
Yep.
This is the right play to do. The mid play was disappointing because like they could have just done this in the first place, and sans the 5 deaths.
Yeah.
Ooh, but even though they might be losing this round, they're not even losing. It looks like Batrider is stealing the stacks that Meepo made.
Mag has RP now again, so they don't necessarily know he has Blink, I don't think, but
Yeah, but this is like the really good Meepo timing. You just got your E-Blade plus Roche is up.
Oh,
Like,
they
you want to get something.
but now that timing comes after the Blink for Mag because of the mistakes mid.
Yes, exactly.
Ooh, farming up a ton here with that Maelstrom. You like the Maelstrom because he has a Mag on his team, so he doesn't have to go like the...
Oh, Quakefa just jumping around, trying to evade the nets.
Oh, and he does. He avoids one. There's going to be an ulti from the Mag in the backlines. Fly goes down first. They get the duel, though. Ember is going to die as well. Mickey gets the double on crit, so they did skewer both. They're going to try to run in with the Stampede. Will they get anyone? Abed, he's in a lot of trouble. They're bringing down the right one. They get him. It's another kill on Abed.
Now
He is
Arteezy's committed. He
struggling.
doesn't have anything.
I don't think he
They
can
didn't
out.
get off the Chen
He's
ult
just dead.
Yeah.
or the Lion ult. They
This
just
is-
killed both supports before they could do anything, and Fly didn't have buyback, so he couldn't even buy back to Hand of God. He just got it now.
I don't know how they fight anymore on EG.
Yeah,
to be
I
honest with you.
really think that if you don't do that mid play, I think this game is actually really straightforward for EG. You go top, you take the tower, like you said, Roche, and then it's hard because you can't kill the Meepo without, if he has Aegis, without RP. So when he respawns, he just kills your entire team anyways.
Yeah.
And now you're going to hit some weird timing where you have to fight against like 2 BKBs on Liquid, or 1 BKB at least on Mag, and then now the game is just weird.
Legion doesn't feel good here either. They didn't buy like Vlads or drums or anything. Usually you see items like that when you have a Meepo. I'm almost surprised that Arteezy didn't consider going drums. I know Void Spear probably doesn't tend to, but
I guess they only... Are they getting a pipe here? Oh, they just
yeah,
got it
they
on
got
Ramses.
a pipe.
There's a lot of physical damage, though, with
Yeah.
the Ember Mag.
There's also a lot of magic.
Yeah, you need
Yeah.
both. Well, can EG turn this around? Like, what's the play here? Just back into Roche?
You have to abuse cooldowns like they are now.
There's no RP. There's no Stampede or Lasso for the moment.
Oh, they jump forward. Can they find Hug? LD, take it away.
All right, Roshan full HP. They're dancing back and forth. Everyone chilling for the moment. The Stolen Remnant pulling Artesian. Just chipping away.
Dude, they're like stuck in no man's land. They're just like in this river.
Oh, really hype. Ramsey's walking up the hill. A little D-ward action going on. The Remnant again. Ooh, almost got Artesian. Almost got it. They're trying to make a move here, EG, but walking up the hill is... There's too much chip damage.
Oh, both centaurs go down.
And the Chen army is not long for this world at this point.
No, it's going to die really fast.
You know, Grant, you hand it off to me, and then
Now
absolutely
I see
nothing
why you
happens.
got a TI finals. That shit.
Yeah, that was so fucking
sick.
Dude, LD.
Just hit the soundboard, you know.
Wow.
Well,
Do you remember when we cast LGD versus EG TI5? It was the lower bracket
which one was
finals.
that?
It was TI5 where right before they played against C-Deck.
I remember that we did cast that match. I don't remember the cast, but Abed, bottom lane, going to get caught out here. Stampede into the Remnants, the Lasso as well, locking him down and killing him off. Another death on the Meepo.
Yeah, they're just playing so well. Insane. He's making space up top. I don't think he goes down. They've got TP.
They're remnanting each other, and
In
I think that's
fact-
death.
He is.
EG is really pressing here, and they are getting punished by Liquid.
Oh, man, they're just losing. They're bleeding heroes now.
This is the EG we've seen for a couple of years where you fall behind and you try to farm everywhere on the map to catch up, and I would say that works, what, 1 out of 20 times? Like, honestly, like, maybe you can catch up, but if you have a team like Liquid who's just hyper-aggressive, they're going to be fine.
So what about the lower bracket match?
Oh, now I kind of feel silly bringing it up, but it was like, I remember we were casting and you were getting all hype, and it was game 2, and I was really nervous because it was my first TI, and I had to use the restroom in the middle of the game.
Oh, yeah,
You
there was
peed
that
your
really
pants?
long pause.
Yeah,
there was like a 30-minute pause, and we were
so
filling the whole
miserable.
time.
I remember I asked LD to ask production. He's like, yo, my partner really needs to go use the restroom. And
Did you
they're
get
like,
to?
No response.
No response.
No response. They didn't say, like, suck it up. They just didn't reply. I'm sure they had other
Real
things
talk,
going on,
Grant,
you know.
I don't know if I can say this on stream, but I was
You
like,
peed your pants.
no, I was seconds from shitting myself.
Yeah.
I had to. I literally thought
I
in my
told him
head,
just go, like,
yeah,
whatever.
He
I'll
straight
fill.
up said
Yeah.
it would have been hilarious if I just like, you know, because I'm in front of like 20,000 people in the audience. If I just took my head and
Sprint
just
off?
like, sprint.
Fuck this
No,
game.
no,
I'm
no,
out
no,
of here.
no,
I was
no,
like,
no,
I
the
want-
bathroom.
I was like, what do I get fired for faster? If I literally poop myself on air, or if I just like leave the middle of the cast?
I'm sure they would have understood if you went to the bathroom.
I don't think they would.
They're
have
not
understood if you pooped
inhumane.
yourself.
Yeah, they would not understand. Like, what the fuck is wrong
Oh,
with you?
this is a nice pick.
All right, here comes EG, though, looking to make the comeback. They are going to catch up
It's
to
a
Magnus.
really
They
nice
get off
pick.
the duel.
They
They
can rush
throw in
after
the
this.
E-Blade. They do secure the kill, and there is no mag buyback.
Oh, that was
Easy
That was
rush
the best.
now.
That was by far the best pick they could have gotten. Anybody else? Roche
Maybe
is
they
still,
try to contest.
Yeah, but he was just about to get BKB too. Like if he had buyout right now, I would just say
Do it.
go buyout, take the fight anyways. Because now EG has finally once again found like a little bit of a window. Like this Aegis on Meepo is going to be huge.
Aegis is really big this game because there's 3 really long cooldowns here. The RP, the Stampede, the Lasso.
Yes.
You know, so like, this team doesn't want to fight without those abilities.
Yeah, I can't believe they don't have the Vlads either. Sorry. On EG side.
Yeah, I mean, like the Vlad's drums are just so valuable when you have a Meepo. The 35 attack speed that you give him, the 55 actually when you activate it, like for all the Meepos, and then the Vlad's lifesteal for Roche and all that stuff. Kind of surprised he saved up for Pipe first on Legion.
Yeah. Dead Medallion. Okay, so they're getting items now. No Vlad's drums, but other
Quake
ones.
Bud,
Oh,
dodge.
barely.
See you later. Oh, Ramses was camping the Remnant. That was close.
Oh, smart.
Nice job. Nice job getting out of there. And there's the Aghanims. You don't see the early Ags too often anymore.
No.
I've heard Gunnar say that he believes Maelstrom is trash on Ember and Ags is a trap. So he doesn't. This is not a Gunnar approved build.
What does he go though?
He likes crit.
Yeah.
And just like I've seen him go like Medallion sometimes.
Okay.
But it's like probably more of a pub build when your teams aren't getting it.
That's a good question. Who do I believe in? The guy who's been to 6 TIs or the guy who has not?
I'm just saying,
I know.
Dang.
Has quite. How many has he been to actually?
He's been to a lot, and
Three
for
or
a lot
four?
of
I want to say 3 or 4.
a lot of
probably.
different teams too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And almost on Team Tinker.
It was not on.
But dumpstered.
That was a good year, Team Tinker.
This is not going to be a kill.
That was great. Your Quake
Quake
actually
was
ends
dead.
up. He solo dies to Abed. They're looking for another one. All of a sudden, it looks like Liquid's kind of doing what EG was doing before, and bleeding kills in the enemy jungle.
Really unsure what Boxy was trying to do.
Oh,
here.
no. Dude, this is literally what just
the
happened.
reverse chain feed, one by one,
Let's
getting
go.
caught out here.
Keep it close, boys.
And there's a full Orchid now for Arteezy. First
Yeah,
item
now
Bloodthorn.
there's no defensive item on Quakefa, so he's going to die to
Anything.
pretty much every hero except for the Chen pressures him.
And they have a lot of catch.
Yeah, they have the Lion Stun Hex, they have Legion Duel, they have Orchid now, and then they're going to go Hex on Abed now too, I'd imagine. So
Game's gonna be really hard for Ember
yeah,
at that point.
that one pick from Mickey has just kind of spiraled out. So the only reason you're there is if the rest of your team is there, because you know EG at that point, they're pretty
threatening
all
rush,
in.
yeah.
Yeah, they have to
They're going to
rush.
be there. Yeah.
Well, they're gonna get a lot out of these kills. Tier 2 bottom going down. They might even rotate for mid.
Yeah, they're getting a lot out of... This is a lot of value out of their Aegis.
Maybe not. Okay, Glyph gets committed. Playing it very safe. They're respecting the RP Stampede.
I feel like Abed should have left some of his meepos to tank the split shot. But, you know, I'm just a min-maxer.
Yeah, it is what it is, dude.
Yeah, it is. And they're not going to get the tower because of it. And then we'll back out.
How's your Meepo, Grant?
Actually, I believe, I will literally bring the stats up on stream. I believe I am 9-0 on Meepo.
Wow.
And I am 1-11 on Brood. So, you know, I have no clue how I went on Meepo, but, you know.
What do you attribute all your Meepo success to?
Probably my parents. Shout out to them, giving birth
Great
to
genetics.
such, yeah, just greatness. Lasso, won't make it uphill because the net from Chen, actually.
I don't think you abandon your Legion here. This is probably a fight you want to take.
Oh, they catch out the mag. I don't think they have any save for this guy. He's going to get dueled from full HP. Kid Stampede not going to help you. He's low. BKB stays alive. No, Ramses will end up bringing him down. No RP in this fight. No buyback on mag. They've got to run away. Stampede, but you
Nice
can't
stun.
escape from the Lion Stun. They lock him down. Runs back into the fray. Gets off the stomp. Delays the inevitable here with the double edge, but they will slowly work big old Boxy down. And while
Quakefoot
that was
too.
happening, Quakefoot gets killed off by Arteezy in the mid lane.
That's all three
from
cores.
bad to worse for Liquid.
It pretty much, right? Abed and Arteezy can 1v1 anyone in this game. If you're by yourself and they're there, you're kind of dead with the Bloodthorn and the Meepo Blink.
Yeah, I think Liquid was trying to... You don't really want to go for the LC, but you kind of have to, because whoever you lasso, if it isn't the LC, he's simply just going to purge it off.
I mean, he would have died if they made it uphill. Like, Fly saved his ass with that. That
was really
the troll.
quick net.
Yeah. I thought it was Meepo. I'm like, oh, it wasn't.
I didn't think EG was going to have like a way back into this game, but it really does seem like Liquid's just lacking direction as a team, maybe from the coaching role.
Yeah, during the game, Blitz.
Let me just hop in there.
Nah, this is going to be at least one Rax. They're going to head down bottom for the other one. Press the attack. Oh, they got a defensive spell now. It might be a little late, but Rubik with the press. Full solar as well now.
How much longer is it on Aegis?
Should be done soon.
Yeah, 20 seconds.
Well,
So one lane, or one melee only, I
and a
think.
telescope for your Lion. Whoo.
And they have a Hex now on Meepo. I think this is... If you find any sort of Hex initiation, like, you're going to get the duel and just kill.
Speaking of,
Like
waste
that.
no time, jumping right in.
Hey, good call, Blitz. Immediately.
Centaur, though,
He's not
very
gonna get
tanky, though. To gets off the
And Arteezy-
multi-hero
that's dead.
stomp. Do they
Arteezy
go in
died.
on this? They have
Yeah,
RP.
that's the Aegis gone. They've got to retreat now on EG.
Oh, gets the slight, does connect on a Meepo here. RP comes through, catches out too, but quick save, turn around, and Ramsey's walking away. They not bringing down Abed. He's looking to poof on out of here. Can they chain stun? Can they bring him down? Still relatively healthy through
need
this.
to
The
kill this
Chen Hand
Meepo.
of God comes out. Nobody's dying. Liquid have committed pretty much everything, and Abed stands his ground. He's low, and he will fall. With the Meepo down, the
Where's
Lion dead.
Arteezy, by the way? He
Full-blown.
bought back for
He
this.
bought back.
He
and then
just got to bottom.
I think that something happened with the Chen teleporting him in.
Yeah.
And then he TP'd to
And he TP'd,
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
somewhere and tried to run
All
in,
right,
but
now
they end up
EG
losing 4.
Have decided that the pendulum will swing the other way.
Yes, indeed.
That was like a 8K gold lead they had.
It was, and now it's
That was a 5K gold swing fight.
Yeah.
that's a lot. And 8,000 experience. Holy smokes.
What?
Oh.
Although this should be a dead Taiga, almost certainly.
He does have a 4-staff though.
I think
It's
the
tough.
He's
damage
got- no,
would be
he's got the-
close.
Oh, and he's got a teammate
silence.
coming. Here
Yeah.
comes Line. Thanks for the thing. Is he the damage or is he saving it?
I have no
He's
idea where
saving it.
Taiga was going. There's no bounty runes. There's no that was a mission.
Moseying on top.
He was searching for his coach.
You guys like you guys like hiking? Like just going to the mountains,
I've never
going on a
gone.
hike? Really?
You want to go with me sometime?
I would love. I love
There's
the
great
outdoors.
hikes around here.
Dude, I heard this. And maybe I should then. I don't know. You guys not really
Yeah, no,
outdoor
I-
people?
I mean,
My mom's
have
from
you seen how
Colorado, so
tan and supple my skin is?
Yeah.
Of course I love hiking.
You love it.
He's an outdoors guy for sure.
I'm a rugged woodsman.
Quickening charm for the dire.
That Orb of Destruction will be quite value on the Ember Spirit here.
Hitting on everyone.
Just like you, Grant.
Yep. Love you, Brian.
Both teams are still like one fight away. I'd say.
Yeah, exactly. And okay, so I know you guys said it's a two Roche game. Is it still a two Roche game?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's like effectively kind of like 644 its way back
Hex
to
number 1, but here comes the Meepo's going to catch
Oh,
out 2
dear.
for the price of 1. Gets that Rubik. RP not
Maybe.
available. He's just going to man fight this Mickey. Trying to juke. Gets it off.
Now
Just
he has
came
it.
off cooldown.
I don't think they.
That could be huge. Do they have the follow-up damage, though? Lasso bringing them all back into the
easy.
Centaur stun. It hits on
Wow.
everyone.
They're just
suiciding.
The Meepo shatter. 4 dead, and now Fly going to be next. EG. Might have to bring back a certain website at this rate.
Dude, they just walked into that. What?
They really did, and that was so good by Taiga. He actually found Arteezy and
Yes.
just pulled him into the cleave of the mag. That was sick.
They need Arteezy to be alive to get on top of that Ember. You have to cast your spells.
And the RP literally came off cooldown mid-fight as
Yeah.
the BKB was ending, too.
Oh man.
Well played by Liquid, and now they may have lost they didn't even lose a set of Rex. They only lost the melee middle.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey, that's just
Kind of baiting a little bit.
Dude, I'd take those odds for EG right now.
and they will bring down this tier 2.
Yeah, I think the odds are like saying 5-1 or something, but as Brian, I know you're a poker player. I don't think those odds are.
Yeah, I would put $10 to win 60 or
Yeah.
50 or whatever it was. I'd do it.
Pull back out. And now you have enough items on Liquid, right? You can take the second Roche. Because, like, the first one you can defend it, but you can't really take it. Now,
They have Orb of Destruction.
exactly, yeah. Your mag actually just hits like a truck now. Yeah, he will in about 200 gold here.
Yeah, the AC plus the Orb plus the Blight that Ember will have in his inventory.
I mean, he's kept up with the Meepo, I believe, since 10,000 net worth. They've just gone up the exact same rate.
Yeah.
Did EG go for any physical damage mitigation? Like
They
They
have
went
one
Vlad's
Vlad's.
on Chen.
They did go
but
Yeah.
Vlad.
Finally.
Oh, they have a solar on Ramses, but I mean, when you have a Meepo, it's like how much does
Yeah.
that help
Arteezy
you?
has a ring of protection as well.
All right, good, good.
Let's get it.
2 armor. They're just going to beat down the creeps. Now both teams, they just realize, they're like, man, we have both been kind of just tossed in this game everywhere. We're just going to slow down and farm, look for a pickoff.
Kind of feel like, I don't know. You need more items on your Void Spirit at this point. Like
Smoke
just
sure.
having
Smoke v smoke.
Bloodthorn is like you need a BKB or something.
Ooh, man.
Liquid have the high ground. They abandoned it. Arteezy smoke actually broke, I believe, or maybe it just wasn't smoked.
I think both teams knew that was up because Insania did come out of smoke to kill that ward.
Liquid walking down into the river. They see the Legion Commander casting spells. They get off the stomp initiation on him. Stun comes through. Now the lasso looking to drag him back, but the counter stuns. Counter plays upon counter plays as they look
Hacks
to
again.
bring him down. He is dropping. He gets skewered back. And they've held the RP. They've held the Stampede. All they've used is a lasso. They're chasing for more. Up the hill. Looking for Fly. Dodges the Lion Stun and now
Nice.
goes back in, but the Hex comes through.
Oh, they found
Another
Arteezy.
stomp. They catch out Arteezy.
Oh, no.
They're going to bring him down too. And they haven't committed really anything major for this.
And that's is Roche up, and that's dead.
Yeah, they just got
Goodbye.
outpoked.
That was huge. And another crit like blinked forward to try to get a setup, but it allowed the Rubik to just steal Voodoo immediately. Positioning in this game seems big. They're going to pause, discuss how they bring the Roche down. I think we attack it.
Beeping sound.
LG, get up there, man.
Hey, what kind of scam you running?
Uh-oh.
What blasphemy is this?
So they just kill this Roche, and then you probably want to go get that tier 1 top, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you just go push top, get the tier 2 towers, and then the tier 1, tier 2, and then
I think you
decide
could
after?
maybe decide to pressure mid
Okay.
if you wanted. Where's the creep wave at?
Top,
Oh, it's
it's
like-
where Pink is.
Okay.
middle.
Oh,
I guess
mid lane.
coming right there. Yeah.
I think, judging by like the fact that Insania's gone top, they're probably just gonna go for that tier 1, play it safe, and then you get. I feel like you want to get map control out of this Aegis, and then near the maybe like the bottom 2 minutes, if EG decides to give you a fight,
Usually you start to play around top and mid and you cut the creep waves, and then eventually the other team tries to leave base and you smoke into them bottom because you have
Yeah.
a ward there, and then you kill them and then you go high ground.
Grant, how patient of a team is EG? Because I feel like, for example, if this were a lot of other teams, they would just sit in their base during the stages.
I don't think EG will sit in their base.
I think they're going to just do what they always do, try to farm, honestly. They're just going to try to come back into the game. Do I agree with it? I haven't for 3 years, but I mean, they get top 3 at majors. They really do, so it's hard to argue that it doesn't work.
Let's hit them creeps.
Yep. And like you said, can we go look at Arteezy's items again? I think Blitz brought up a good point. You have one. It is a gigantic item, but it is
Yes.
one item. And you're at, is that 32 minutes in?
32.
Yeah, that's rough. And you do see, man, that was the big thing, right? That he used that buyback, and then he ran to the fight, and his entire team just died.
I mean, in the words of Twitch chat, Arteezy's farming for next game.
Yep,
Yeah.
indeed.
I don't even think in this game, though, he's necessarily like been hitting a lot of creeps.
Yeah.
He's just like kind of dying.
He was looking for like solo kills, but the problem
Yeah.
was he got the Bloodthorn though late. Even Insania was pretty tanky by the time he tried to solo kill him every time.
Two quickening charm on Batrider, so nice. He's gonna have the level 20 talent too.
Ooh.
Damn it.
15% cooldown.
All
no.
right.
Blitz is having another issue.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's the TI5 all
He's
over
learned his
again.
lesson.
The run.
The veteran bathroom goer. He's going to get it out just in time. All right, so they're working on the Roche here.
Should be free.
Should be free. EG taking this opportunity to farm up the jungle. We'll get the Mindbreaker for Abed.
Could take that on Void Spirit.
I think you probably do, right?
Makes your Astral Step effectively a silence. There he goes.
Awesome. Need a Grove Bow. Yeah, that's a pretty big upgrade from a Grove Bow Void Spirit to a Mindbreaker.
Does it silence everyone it hits, or only
no,
the
just
first one?
just the first
Okay.
hero. It just makes it so like you don't have to Bloodthorn the guy instantly.
That's nice.
Against like Rubik, it's pretty relevant.
Yeah, get like that instant silence.
All right. I think we are going to see, as Blitz said, Liquid's just going to try to get a little bit of map control. They are defending that tier 1. I'm surprised Liquid didn't just run up there and take it.
Man, Blitz and Liquid in the same sentence have taken on a whole new meaning now.
Jesus. that one
Enjoy
took
your
me a second.
breakfast, everybody.
That one took me a second.
All right. So, Liquid pushing in. EG playing a little bit keep away here.
And like we said, right, they're not going to sit in their base. They are going to try to make something happen. I like this. They know someone had to come back and defend. The problem is, can you get the Blink Hex off? And you're worried. I think they know this is
Insania's
coming.
right.
they're,
Yeah,
they're
yeah, they
expecting
already
it.
TP'd.
They're
If they go on
expecting
this
it.
Ember, they're dead.
Did
They're
they have a
straight up
lane
dead.
ward there? So they
He knew.
Oh!
He freaking knew. He slide a fist into the darkness, and now they're going to get a double. What a play, Koikva. What a play.
They say map awareness is more so
That was sick.
process of elimination. It's like,
Yeah.
where the hell are they? They're not top. Like, that's where Legion is. They weren't showing-
Koikva just, as you said, they didn't sit out of the base. I believe it was the Meepo, and was that Crit?
Yeah, Crit
is-
and Meepo were camping in the trees.
Trying to get like a
and-
pick or
Yeah,
something.
Yeah,
and
you
he
guys
just
were clearly
slided
ready
blind.
for it, and then he slided blind. Yeah.
He
Ah,
slided, no vision,
nice.
got them both. That was sick.
But like Insania and Boxy were camping behind Ember, so like they knew it was possible.
And there it is, the blink.
They did not stay in the
insta-hex.
base.
They did not. And they are trying to farm multiple lanes, which you have to. He will make it out for now. Greater Fairy Fire popped.
Oh, you should be dead now. There's no more.
Goodbye.
Chenya?
Cruel world.
That was a channel too. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Uh-oh.
I feel like a lot of teams would just sit inside, wait for the Aegis,
Yeah.
and like try to play for the high.
Hope they make a mistake.
Yeah, I don't. Oh,
He did get a hex. He will get stunned as well, but Mickey misses a skewer. Thought he would Echo Saber slow him first and then do it.
you know, Brian.
Yeah, you know. And there goes Chen. This should at least be a full rack. Well, they can't get two since there are tier 2 towers on both lanes. And they will glyph buy back the Chen.
Meepo's going to be up.
Nothing like buying back your Chen. Get in there and defend, Fly. Do your 4 damage ahead. I like how it's like kind of threatening. Like, that's a buyback. We got to get back. Wait a minute. This guy literally doesn't do. He's a Chen.
Dude, the Chen attack animation is so funny.
Dude, it is. And then it just throws like a little orb. Like,
Just tickles you.
Yeah. Oh, Hex. Nice stun there by Crit, but he might just go down again. Nice skewer.
The pile driver.
Oh, Jesus. They get him. Ramsey's
Cleaning him
Crit
up.
dead. Yeah.
Looking pretty rough here for EG. They are going to have Arteezy back soon, but they're down the Lion.
He's big.
Honestly, I feel like Liquid has a Lion. He's been getting the Hex and the stun all game.
And it's bumped up by 40%.
Yeah, that's true.
They will.
Insania has played a really good Rubik. He's had a good Rubik game. I'll delete this VOD because I rarely try to praise him.
Yeah.
We have like a certain kind of relationship going on.
It's called an abusive relationship.
More or less.
It's not healthy, and you should have a team psychologist talk to you about that.
Yeah. LD, you want to be our guy?
I ain't touching that.
Man, this mag, shout out to him as well. He just kept up. You rarely see someone able to keep up with the Meepo, and he's kept up and beaten him almost the entire game now.
Yeah, we were unsure about the carry mag, but just a couple of fights that didn't go EG's way, and he's a big boy now.
What Blitz talked about in the draft, it's just easier to play as the game goes on when you have the natural AoE cleave against the Meepo, and they got to the point where they're stronger.
And you're
EG,
freaking Amber.
this could be a good fight for them though. They have to catch the back line. You have to stop going
They
for.
dewarded.
You're not killing cores easily, and if you commit all your Meepos and then you're around the Magnus and he just gets RP off, you've lost the fight. So you want to find Taiga because he keeps getting the initiation on Arteezy or something like that.
He's got BKB, and they have Ag Centaur. I don't even think Batrider is an easy find.
But the way that the fight goes, it starts the same way every time. Like Taiga goes for one target, and Insania lifts another. So then Ramsey's in a position. He's like, I've got to save two people. Like, what am I gonna do here?
Liquid, they did smoke up here. Mickey revealed. Are hunting, though. They're going to get that lasso initiation. Centaur Stomp to try to prevent the follow-up here. Can Ramses make it away? Purges himself, gets pushed back in. Beautiful flame break. Locking him down with the follow-up stun. Should be enough. They will get the kill out for a minute and a half. That's got to be a lane.
Yeah. They did get the tier 2 bottom, so they have to head that way.
Yeah.
Or, hey, why not get another pick off? That's even better than getting her axe. See?
Spirit
That was
deleted?
Arteezy. Oh, I thought it was like Chen or somebody. No, it just start. I mean, the game's over. I'm surprised they are not GGing out.
Arteezy was still farming there.
He called the well played. I thought they were literally gonna GG there.
I mean, it's both your cores, no buybacks. I guess because they have the tier 2 top, why not give it one more try? Nice double by Crit. Is it enough? Do they got damage? No, because there's a lot of BKBs that get popped.
Yeah, they're gonna call
Goodbye. They try it.
EG, they
respect the
had their
last attempts.
chances.
Yeah.
They definitely did. Both teams had like two really odd plays, like in that early game, and then that one big fight middle, I think, was the big change in that game for sure.
I think EG should have won, and then I think Liquid should have won. Then EG definitely should have
They
won.
got that first Roche, yeah. That's when I think that was like the biggest thing. They probably should have won off that, and then that it was the fight bottom, right? When Arteezy bought back, they didn't disengage together. And hey, Liquid, people were nervous. Are they going to be bottom 5-6? Are they not going to make playoffs? And you
That's a
beat
big
the,
game for
the
them.
second team. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. That means we do need it. We need to sit back. It was a reasonably long game. It was a Meepo. It was a mag. We need to take a deep breath. We need to focus our thoughts. We are going to go to a short break. When we get back, let's break it down like MC Hammer. Welcome back. And as Blueface Baby said, we got to bust this shit down. Blitz, what happened that game?
What is yeah,
I
I think EG, they just rushed steps. Like, they were kind of sloppier than I expected, because normally their play is like very methodical. It's like just well thought out. I think in 90% of games they would just take that mid fight, go top, take the Roche, game's clean, and it just felt like, I don't know who was calling it, but it felt like they wanted to take every fight.
Yeah, no, it did. Is it because they didn't really have disengage? Did they feel forced to, do you think? Looking back, like Lion, Chen, right? You don't really have disengage, I guess.
There's only one direction, forward.
I don't know, maybe that's it. And we see the scoreboard here, man. Mika, he's having a great term. I think yesterday he went like 4 games in a row without dying or something insane. Even here, you know, only 2 deaths. 12, 2, and 16 against a early Blink F-Blade. He still had the early Blink F-Blade, but they just couldn't get stuff going.
The graph says it all, though, I think. We already talked about how it was kind of a back-and-forth throw. I think my highlight in terms of Team Liquid's mess-up would be that when you're ahead, like they were before the first Roshan, you kind of have to think, what is the opponent's only way to win this game? And that was Roche.
Yes.
And you can't be farming alone near the opponent's objective. You kind of mentioned it during the game, and it's really important to ask yourself as any core hero what the opponent's objective would be, because you just can't give them that opportunity. But other than that, I think Mickey played really well, and EG definitely did not play as well as Liquid that game. I think they outscaled them on Liquid, and the team that made 3 mistakes instead of 1 was the team that fell.
First game of the
short.
day, pretty early too. Honestly, for
Might
all
need
these
to
guys.
crack open a monster.
You know
In
what?
fact, I think I might do that.
You know, I think
What do we
I might
have
as
in here?
well. Well, I mean, I already got mine because
All right,
I was
let me hook it
prepared,
up.
LD. But
Can you
whatever.
hand me an ultra red Mr. Blitz?
I got you, dog.
Oh, thank you, dog.
We share sponsors.
Yeah.
Actually,
Oh,
don't
yeah,
see any
that
of the
crisp-
Swiss Miss coffees.
Oh,
Oh, what? I was like, what the hell? Hey,
Is Chessie?
Chessie the king.
Nothing like that first sip, you know.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Chessie's-
Monster, for
Chessie's
keeping
a
us
good guy.
energized.
What?
Chessie's
Chessie
a
is
good
probably
guy.
one of the best guys. I still remember the biggest thing was, I believe, it was like the King's Cup and Complexity had to. It was the Giant Hurricane in Florida, so they had to fly and stay at the Summit House to play it. And Chessie, so
Oh,
I was
yeah.
living with Chessie.
They
and
like got
Link.
out of there.
Yeah, they're just so nice. Like they're actually the nicest brother combo. Sorry, Z-Free Kyle. Oh God, don't be my ass.
Kyle was playing back then.
Yeah, he was. He was on that team. So I got to
The
stay in the
brother-
house. Oh, it
brother-
was both brother. Yeah, it was both brother squads were at the
Quad
house.
brothers.
Yeah.
The
we
brother,
were doing it.
the bros.
So, okay, we're going to do the thing where everyone says one word in a row, and we're only going to say one each to make a sentence on how EG wins game 2. LD start.
Don't.
Farm.
all 3 lanes. Ah,
You could have just said every, and I would have said line, but that's perfect. We'll see. We are going to be right back when we get there. It's going to be the draft. Evil Geniuses versus Liquid, game 2.